Alright boys, today I'm going to teach you how to do your first pull-up. I already talked about the form and all of that in the last video, and I'm just going to tell you how I got my first pull-up, the whole progression of it, and let's get into it. So let me just start off with, I could not do a pull-up at all. I could barely even do the retracting thing that I taught you guys in the video, so I was struggling. But then I was like, I really want this. So I found a way to get them. I got resistance bands. I don't have them really right now with me, but I just got resistance bands. Just search them up on Amazon. They're probably the same ones that I had. So when I got these resistance bands, it literally made getting a pull-up possible, because I could put them around my feet, and then when I put them around my feet, I would have help to do the push-up. The pull-up. So when I would have this help, this beautiful help to do my push-up, my pull-ups, dude, I keep getting them confused. So when I would have this amazing help, I could actually do a pull-up, because I would put it on my feet and then pull up to the bar, and I was actually able to do it. So with this resistance bands, it's just really good, because I could actually do the pull-ups. I would put them around my feet, and then I would go down, and then I would try to do a pull-up. And I was shocked, bro. I was like, oh, I'm able to do it. It was a lot of help, to be honest. It was the thing maybe said 50 to 125. So it was basically most of my weight was just assistance. It's not like I was pulling most of it, bro. The bar, the resistance band was doing most of the work, to be honest. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. That's what it was doing. And now it's definitely not doing all the work. Now I don't even use the resistance band. But here's the way to do it. I got this one with 5 resistance bands. So having the 5 of them was really good, because I could literally go from the strongest resistance band to the second strongest, to the middle one, to the second weakest, and then to the weakest. And then after the weakest, bro, I could pretty much just do a pull-up, because the weakest one was 10 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds. So it wasn't really making a big difference. But I started from the 125 assistance, 125 pounds. Dude, I weighed maybe, when I started doing pull-ups, maybe 135. That was obviously it's the peak when you stretch it the most. So it probably wasn't actually 125, but still, dude, that's a fucking lot. That's a lot of assistance, dude. So now, obviously, I don't have that much assistance, because I don't need it. So I'm going to teach you how to get to it. So first off, just wanted to add a little thing here. If you can already do a pull-up, this will still work for you. Just you have to start after the first pull-up mark. So here we go. First off, I started with, obviously, the heaviest resistance band that I could get, the strongest one. And I wrapped it around the bar, just as I showed in the how to do a pull-up video. That's just me demonstrating the form. Alright, so I got the heaviest one, obviously. I wrapped it around the bar. I grabbed onto the bar, and then I put the resistance band. I'm pretty sure that's what I did, because I have this kind of shitty pull-up bar that doesn't really weigh. It weighs maybe like 30 pounds. So it would just move around a lot. So I had to hold onto the bar so it could be stable, and then put my feet through the resistance band, which was kind of uncomfortable. But it doesn't matter. In a public gym, or in the outside ones, the park ones, where it's like planted on the ground, you're not gonna have to worry about that. You can just put the resistance band first, and then not really have to worry about anything of that sort. It's just a lot more comfortable. So try to get one that's really solid on the ground. But if you can't, just use my strategy. I would hold on to it, then put my feet through, and try my pull-ups. I'm pretty sure the first time I got, with the heavy resistance band, I got 8 reps or something. I know it's a lot, but dude, it was literally most of my body weight. And I had already been working out for, I'd say 10 months, almost a year, dude. It was almost a year. So me being able to do a pull-up with a heavy resistance is not a big deal. It was just normal. I should be able to do a normal pull-up, because I've been working out for a year. Come on, man. It's taking kind of long. So I would start doing them, and I really just focused on my form. What people would show the form, like the calisthenics guy, I would just really focus on my form, because form is very important. If you fuck up your form, you could mess up your shoulders, you can mess up your whole body just by messing that one thing up. So that's just what me personally I focused on. You should focus on that too, because you're listening obviously to my plan to get your first pull-up. Now, I would try to get to 10 reps, but if I would do 8, I would just full send it to the next resistance band, and then I could do maybe, depends, because there's ones with different weight caps in between. So I'm pretty sure the blue one was from 75 to 100, something around there, some in that ballpark. I don't remember exactly because I don't have them anymore. I gave them to my friend. So I'm pretty sure it was from 100 to 75 pounds. So when I would use this one, I would be able to do obviously less reps, but it wasn't really that much less. But when you would get to the even smaller ones, it would be a lot less because the little gap in between them would grow. The gap between this one was not really that big. So when I would get the blue one, which was 75 pounds of resistance, give or take, somewhere around there, it would be obviously a lot harder than the one with minimum 100 pounds of resistance. When this one had minimum 75, there was 25 more pounds that I had to pull. So I would be able to do around 4, maybe 3 reps. So I would attempt that, and then I would try to go back. I would go back up to the heavy one, do more reps. When I would rest and the next day would come, not the next day, but the next training session of back would come, I would do it again, and I would put more reps on that thing, on that pull-up, on the blue band. I would just warm up with the red one. The red one was a really heavy one, and then on the blue one, I would do as many as I can. So the one that you're progressing is the one that you really try hard on. The one that you can already get for easy amount of reps, just use it as basically a warm-up. But the one you're really progressing, do as many, go to 100% failure. So when you go to 100% failure, then I would get probably 1 or 2, maybe 3 more reps on a good time. And then eventually when I kept repeating that, I would go to the next, and then to the next one, and I would just do that. The one that I could already do for a lot of reps, I would do it for very easy reps, no struggle at all, just to warm up my shoulders, to get my mind knowing the movement that I'm gonna do. And then the next one, the one that I was progressing, I would go very, very, very hard on. And that would just really help me build muscle. And not just build muscle, because pull-ups really do build muscle, but it would really, really help me just to get through all the bands as quickly as possible. I got through them, all the bands. I got my first pull-up. I started doing that in around February, and then I got my first pull-up in, I'm pretty sure it was April or May. It wasn't really that long that I went from the red band to no band. Because I remember I got my wisdom teeth removed. No, dude, I started in March, because March is when I got my wisdom teeth removed. The week after all the recovery and stuff, I started. And that's how I really got my first pull-up. And it was not really the easiest thing to do, but I did it. And I told you, March, because I remember the wisdom teeth I got removed. And then around April, May, like the summer, I could already do pull-ups. I could do a good amount. Not a good amount, but I could do a couple. I could do around 5, and then over the whole summer, I progressed it to around 12. Pretty good reps. They weren't perfect chest to bar reps, but they were chin above bar. So try to get your chin above the bar. It's not really mandatory. Just try to do the best form absolutely that you can. And dude, if you just follow this protocol, you're gonna get through to all the resistance band levels, and then you're gonna get to your first pull-up. So take it from where I started, at the hardest resistance bands. So keep that in mind. Thank you for watching, bro. Have a good day, and get your first pull-up, bro. If you have any more questions, leave them down below. Or if you really want some extra help, you can go into our Discord server and join us, bro. There's a lot of people there that can help you. I can help you personally. So thank you for watching, bro. Have a good day, and join our server.